Alright, boys, a detecting talk of the day on Halloween, 2:30 p.m. Version 2.0.0, day is 2 with a 9-inch call. It is windy out here. You see that? You see those blocks there? So we have a controlled test here of sorts with a U.S. nickel. One nail at the same plane, more or less, and one above that nickel. Show some videos before, and of course, you know, there's always a few people out there that says the sharpshooter is full of shit. You might want to think again about that, though. You know, the ID on this machine is driven by frequency, I believe. So you might get a higher ID using a higher frequency, you reckon? Possible. Okay, so we're going to stay in the fast program. We're going to be comparing channel 0 to channel 6 in the frequency shift. Reactivity will remain at 3. Silencer will remain at 1. This is the pitch tones. The disc is going to stay at 17. That's where we're going to leave it in this little exercise here, okay? Sensitivity's at 90. Frequency max at 0. Now remember what the disc setting is now. You hear that? Not much there, is there? We know where the nickel is and we know where the nails are. Now if I rotate over here, we get to hear it. But I'm still back over here again in channel 0. Not much there, huh? Channel 6, what happens? You hear that? More there in channel 6 versus channel 0 at 17 discs. There's channel 0 again. You hear that? Iron tone. Now we're going back to channel 6. Alright? We get a lot of one-way signal there in channel 6, but that gives us, but we do get some two-way signal. So we're getting a signal about every time we come across that in channel 6, at least one-way signal. Okay. All right. Back to channel 0 again. Alright, channel 1. Not much there in channel 1. Default channel 3. So notice we're getting a lot of one-way signal there in channel 3 even. Back to channel 0. See what happens? You about lose it altogether in channel 0. Now what we'll do here, I've not done this. We'll try 19 for a disc. Frequency max channel 6. So we're still getting one-way signal. That this is channel 6 and I'm over here now. About a 45-degree sweep through there. channel 0 with about the same angle. You hear that? That signal there is very neutered. Now we're over here, channel 0. That's 19 disc. Channel 6, 19 disc. You hear that? What about 25 disc? Frequency max channel 6. What happens here? Okay, we lose it in channel 6 for all practical purposes. Sweeping it the hard way. So we're going to go down. There's 22 disc. Channel 6. So we're still losing it. A 20 disc channel 6. Still one-way signal at disc of 20. Frequency shift 0, disc of 20. You see what happens? Gone. So you might go in the iron with this machine and you might be running a higher disc even. And fine stuff with this machine if you happen to be in channel 6, for example, versus channel 0. Alright. You see it there. You get to see what the machine is doing. Again, this right now currently is sitting at disc 20. Frequency max is 0. All iron tone. Channel 6. You see it right there in the camera? Alright. We'll lower it to 19. Still frequency shift channel 6, disc 19. One-way signal. Channel 0, disc 19. That's a no-go. Alright, we'll leave the machine alone at disc 19. Pick up the nickel. Okay, this is frequency shift 0. We wouldn't expect to hear anything but iron tone. So that's all we heard when the nickel was down there. Channel 6, disc at 19. And all we hear is iron tone. The nickel is gone. Okay? So you want to push this machine to its limits. In iron, lower conductors, channel 0 might not get you there, huh? What do you think? Would that be what that test there would suggest, reckon? Now remember, I'm talking about iron at the same plane, iron above the nickel, and some coil height. This was speed 3. Let you see it in the camera there. No tricks. I never do tricks, boys. That's going to conclude the video. Happy Halloween.